The sniper is kind of trying to keep these guys at bay a little bit, inflicting some casualties. Warp Spider threatening the phase shift whenever he wants. He can basically blink into that army, phase shift, and then retreat. But we only have this one squad of Guardians here that's only 3 out of 6 for grenades. So we're not going to see a lot of grenade spam, but it certainly combos well with the Autarch. Oh, and speaking of which, there's the Autarch right now coming on into the battlefield. And we have the Avatar coming out, much like I was hoping for from Frost right now. So massive mid-game battle, or midfield battle going on right now. We do have Foot of Gork on all these in position units. They can't move. They can't get out of there. Foot of Gork smashing them into the ground. Oh, yeah. Gork and Mork are strong on the battlefield today, as you can see, doing quite a bit of damage there. Although, you know, only killing 1, 2, 3 units off them, but still eliminating them, removing them from the equation for the time being here. A little bit of Warp Vomit knocking her back. And did you see how many hit points she just lost right there? Ooh, now this is beautiful here, as she took a little bit of Nob damage. I do like this here, indeed. And, you know, we do get to see the grenade usage as well there. That's not nearly as effective on Nobs there, but it's certainly good. What I was going to say is, even if he didn't throw that grenade there, I still like it, because that was, you know, just being used to keep the Nobs away. That's not too bad. So anyhow, Avatar is about to be out on the field. Let's see, Texaneous, $330 out there, so I don't think he has any plans anytime soon of doing anything super unit-oriented, but these Nobs are certainly worth their weight in gold at this point, so maybe we'll see some more Nobs. And the Avatar is out on the field for the time being. Here we have it. Oh boy, I love just taking a look at these pretty little avatars here as he's walking out. He looks so friendly. He looks like the kind of guy you could just confide in. Anyhow, we do have a nice looking little stun bomb going off there, perhaps. Yes, there it is. Just kind of stunning these guys away. Not doing too much, just kind of covering his retreat. And once again, oh no, caught red-handed. Looks like this poor little Death Dread here was just like, you know, they just keep telling me to come down here, man. I'm just, you know, don't shoot the messenger. So anyhow, Death Dread here looking a little bit embarrassed. Caught trying to do gen bashing, but didn't really get anything done. Now being stalked by this Avatar here. The scoreboard for the time being is 96 points for Mr. Texaneous and 182 points for Mr. Frost. It is 2-1 right now in favor of Texaneous. We have a nice little initiation coming up right now as this Autarch landing in the middle of the entire Orc army right there. I can see she activated her Force Shield there, covering just in time. Oh man, we have the phase armor going off once again. Once again, what's going on here? Phase armor, what are you doing? Holding this off? Is he getting ready for the... Is he going to do it? He's going to do it? Wailing Doom? No? Yes? No? I don't know. Phase armor the entire army, though. And really just kind of holding them still there and just kind of engaging them in melee right now. So kind of forcing all that into a rout right now. You can see here the Autarch chasing away all of those gentlemen right now. We just have... Ooh, the sniper is taking a little bit of a loss there. But really, it looks like just the Avatar is just going nuts on all these guys here, sticking and stabbing away at everybody. War Truck doing its thing over there. Taking a look around here right now, trying to see what's going on. A lot of action here. The Autarch continuing to kite these gentlemen all over the battlefield. The Autarch, that's odd. She does have the Executioner upgrade according to me, but I think maybe she was called back in and doesn't have it on graphics right there. I'm not really sure what's up with that. That's okay. I'll worry about that later. Anyhow, more towards the middle of the field right now, we can see that this Avatar is continuing to stalk around, dragging his sword on the ground as he goes, or at least holding it behind him. Maybe setting his sights on this Death Dread, perhaps. Again, I'm trying to cover all of the action here. You can see the Autarch dealing with the Slugger Boys in the middle. There we have Avatar on Death Dread action right now. Death Dread does not want any part of that. You can see him skittering away as fast as he can, clanking his claws this way and that. The Slugger Boys perhaps going to get sniped there. Yeah, oh, the Slugger Boys getting a nice little sink kill. Skewered like a Slugger Boy kebab and discarded by the Avatar there. Okay, so Avatar is hanging in tight here. It is 95 points right now. Somewhere during that time, by the way, Texaneous lost control of this. Perhaps it was while the Autarch was running all around back there. But you can see central control now going back to Frost. Frost is threatening a 2-1 cap. We have a Foot of Gork once again on top of all these Rangers and stuff. Pretty good. Knocking them back, not really killing anybody, but hey man, that's Foot of Gork for you. And now we have the Nob squad coming in here. This is a really upgraded Nob squad. All 5 of these gentlemen with the huge ammas coming in, but unfortunately, there we go. They're going to have to break suppression come in. We have a nice grenade knocking them back once again, trying their best to keep them off of this weapons team. And here we have it again. The Mark of Cain going to try and knock back all of these guys. And looks like only hitting the Kommando Nob right there. But central control has been restored to Frost. Frost is now ticking down Texaneous. Texaneous at 81 points. Here we have the Avatar doing quite a bit of damage. And The hell was that? It's a fire prism. We've got a fire prism on the field right now. I've been too excited casting all of this to see that there was a fire prism cauldron right now. That's going to make stuff a little bit difficult. As you can see, it just pushed back that entire Nob squad, who has been camouflaged right now by the Kommando Nob, who is now being upgraded, by the way, to have that rocket launcher. He needs some pinch anti-vehicle stuff right now. As you can see, this Def Dread is kind of stalking on in here. You can see, I think maybe he's just trying to bait that vehicle out so that these Nobs can get something done. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell right now what's going on. Looks like the Def Dread is just going to be charging in there. I believe he has correctly swapped his phase. This fire prism here to have the anti-vehicle mode. Yes, he does. The concentrated blast right there doing some real damage. And here we have the Nobs now moving on out. They have decapped that back position, so the score is tied at 62 to 125 right now. Texaneous behind right now, 1-1. We've got Nobs all over the place, but Nobs are kind of trapped between a fire prism. Oh no, the fire prism has not swapped back. And once again, we have a phase armor going off here, just kind of holding his whole army in place. I don't believe he's doing anything mischievous with that, but he's really just kind of taking them out of the equation for the time being. The Warp Spider Exarch completely goes down right there as well, right around the time that the Nob squad takes out that fire prism. So it looks like for the time being, Tex is getting back into this game. We can see that Avatar doing a little bit of damage here to this weird boy right now. He's just kind of waddling back and forth. The Autarch moving around, trying to do some damage here, getting knocked around by the weird boy. Could it be that Texaneous is just going to turn this whole game around here at the last moment? He still hasn't managed to deal with this Avatar problem, but he has definitely taken out the Fire Prism and the Warp Spider Exarch for the time being. You can see here that all of these Nobs are just doing a terrific job. Come on, Nobs, turn around, take that thing out. Yes, Nobs. Oh, look at how much damage they are doing. Heavy melee right now, just slugging away at this shuriken cannon. Jibbing that thing in just moments. You can see the knockback effect right now from the Kommando Nob being used to just push these guys around. But I think the Kommando Nob, realizing the Fire Prism is no longer a threat, is just going to go ahead and swap right back to the Special Shooter. He wants to be able to really take advantage of that passive knockback or the active knockback and just keep people off of that victory point. Because right now, every second that you are behind in terms of victory points could lose you the game. Oh, God, here we have Wielding Doom on top of all of the Nobs, and the Nobs go flying this way and that like a bunch of humongous, churlish ragdolls, I suppose. Anyhow, oh, and the Mark of Cain comes out as well. Unfortunately, Texaneous is completely behind, and all of those guys are completely surrounding him. I think I saw quite a few Nobs go down there. Looks like at least 2 Nobs went down. However, that is plenty of Nobs right now for this Avatar not to want to have too much else to deal with it without some special stuff there. We do have a second Fire Prism on the field right now. I believe that the Warp Spider Exarch is back up. Texaneous is ahead right now, 1-0, 56 points to 116. That Fire Prism is just zodding away like crazy. We have the Avatar chopping this way and that, and the Nobs are just swarming this area here. If the Nobs can get within melee range of this Fire Prism, they'll be able to take real control of the situation. Fire Prism, however, I think is just going to keep pushing them off of that Avatar, and unfortunately, it looks like they're going to be taking a lot of damage while doing so. Oh, and it looks like the Warp Spider Exarch just kind of wants to put a hold on that conversation for the time being here. We'll see if anything else is going to happen. Yes, he is just calling in. Oh, he called in an Eldritch Storm on top of it all. That's what that was. You know, doing some pretty good damage there, bouncing around these Nob squads and all that sort of stuff. Got a little bit of Eldritch Storm on top of that. So we're seeing all sorts of combinations there. Ooh, good use of the Autarch right there, just kind of landing and healing that squad as it's getting on out of there. It is tied 1-1 right now, 104 to 56. We'll have to see if Texaneous can stay in this or if Frost is going to be able to use his Avatar. Oh, some sync kills going off all over the place. I got some delicious Fire Prism shots as well, just kind of pushing back these gentlemen. And they have cloaked once again. Ooh, this Kommando squad upgraded with... He's got the Nob here with the rocket launcher. Definitely going to be taking some rear armor shots. Oh, yeah, look at those rear armor shots right there. Ouch. Each of these units is capable of dealing massive damage to another. I think that's going to be the end of it if that Fire Prism can't get out of there. And oh, the Autarch comes in just in time to disrupt this quite a bit. It is 48 points right now for Texaneous. It's 104 for Frost. Frost is up 2-1 right now. Every little victory point matters. I think the Commandos are going to just try and suck this one up and decap this point as much as they can, but there's so much damage sitting around them right now. The Autarch is just going to be able to chop them to pieces. Sniping, chopping, there goes the Nob. And that whole squad just goes down right there. But they did manage to decap it for precious seconds here as Texaneous is now up 1-0. I believe way back here, who was way back there? There we have it. The Nob squad was trying to cap that. We do have out here the Kommando Nob once again has swapped back to have his rocket launcher, again pursued by that fire prism. Second fire prism coming out on the field right now too, going to be useful in knocking people away from victory points, because frankly at this point in the game that's all that Frost needs to do, and Frost is up with a 3 cap right now thanks to little crazy blinking guys taking care, just knocking back everybody in that victory point, and it looks like good game for Frost. So Frost is going to win the game here today. Texaneous extremely well played as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, I'm Harlequin, and I'm still looking for that game of the century, by the way. So let me know if you hear anything more about that. But anyhow, I'm out, so you guys have a good evening. Thank you very much. Oh, and subscribe if you liked this, of course. Good night.